Howdy there, guys. What's up and welcome to Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures here on YouTube. And on today's YouTube video, we have done the Badger line number 7 from Wirral to Hayward Village. We've now gone back to the Midlands and we are doing the start of a brand new 103 service that is going to run from Wellington to Newport, just with the likes of the 102 service. And of course, there's a few other services that is also going to follow suit. So we're doing the 103 route that's going to go from Wellington to Newport. Not Newport in Wales, we're going to Newport in Shropshire. So I hope you enjoy the trip. So we've just gone past the Wellington Morrisons and we're setting off right now. And of course this has a bit of rural feel to the route. So we've just gone under a low bridge. And of course, as you know, Chase Rider has started. It had started in Cannock area in 2021, taking over the Arriva operations from the Cannock depot. And Chase Rider is known as D&G Bus, but has the branding of Chase Rider, which is the old Midland Red branding. And they did do a handful of services, but however, a few services have been cut back due to obvious reasons. And then they started to introduce a new Telford service from Cannock called the X14. It was a trial run to Oaken Gates, but however, the Oaken Gates didn't succeed well, so it was shortened to Telford only. But however, due to low passenger numbers, the X14 had to be withdrawn altogether. So that meant there was no more X14 service. And that brought the end of Chase Rider into Telford. But now Chase Rider have come to Telford, but instead of doing a service from Telford into Cannock, they're just doing a bit of town services. So we're doing the 103 that is going from Newport, from Wellington to Newport. So we are just heading. So we're on the B4394. So this is going to be the new route that starts next week. And I'm very excited about it. I will be doing this in the flesh when the summer comes. All being great, we should be doing this. And I'm very looking forward to it. And also I'm going to do the 102, which is the sister route to this one. But I'm going to see what is the easiest one first. I'm going to check with times, etc. because this is a new service. And this might have to involve in a train journey from Wolverhampton to access these routes. So it might be a train trip from Wolverhampton. Every Telford journey starts in Wolverhampton, as we start with the 891, which is the Banger bus service. We always start with the 891 from Wolverhampton. All journeys going to places like Shropshire and Staffordshire always start in Wolverhampton. However, we do occasionally start in Stourbridge for the likes of Bridge North. We're hoping to add Telford to start from Stourbridge at some point. But however, mainly all journeys start in Wolverhampton. So we're now in the lovely countryside. So we're now arriving into Roddington. So we're now in Roddington Heath. So we're now in Roden. Okay, for my corrections, yes, this is the 103 service. Going to Newport. So we're just now heading for Newport. So we're now in Poynton. And this is Poynton Green. And we're going to come to do a turnaround. So we're going to turn around at this junction coming up. So we just need to turn around. So we've just gone through Poynton Green. So we're just now going back on ourselves. And we're now heading towards Newport. Now I am very impressed with these new services that are going to be commencing from next week. And I will be looking forward to be travelling on them. Especially the 100, but however, I have to calculate what will be best to get to certain destinations. But I will be looking forward to be doing the 100. And also the 101, which is the Select one, not the Town Circular. I'm going to do the 101 with Select. Hopefully, if the Volvo B7 RLE Right Eclipse Urban is en route, I'll be able to film the windscreen. because then you'll get good picturesque views on that. And that's really great that they're adding additional routes to certain places where existing Telford routes don't actually meet. And of course, Arriva giving the 19 to select and having it renumbered the 96 just makes it a lot good again, just like the old days. So it's really great to see some routes are being restored and introduced. So I am happy with the new changes, with all these new Chase Rider stuff that's going on. And of course the Timberfest, which is the X10, not to be confused with the NXX10, which is the Maryhill to Birmingham. But I am happy with all these new routes that are being introduced. So we're now at High Urkel. So we're now at High Urkel. So we're heading up to. So this is the Shrewsbury Road, the Shrewsbury. And so we're at High Urkel. So we will get more and more videos on the channel very soon. So please keep your eyes peeled. And exploring these lovely picturesque areas, I'm really happy. So this is Walton, not to be confused with Walton on Thames. This is Walton. So we're now in Osbaston. So this is Osbaston. So we're now in Osbaston. Now, as you know, our journey continues down this lovely country road. This is a very picturesque route, and of course it's really great for photographs. And I highly recommend that you travel on this route. I highly recommend to all bus spotters who are interested in all these new routes. Please come on down to the Telford and Wrekin area to travel on these new Chase Riders and the select routes. Because we will get... So we're now in Roughton. This is Roughton. So here's the oilseed rape right here. The oilseed rape will start growing because we move into spring. So we're now moving into spring. So this is Eladine or Eladine. So many different rural areas that Chase Rider have really won for these new Shropshire contracts. So great that Chase Rider have gained these new Shropshire contracts, and I'm happy for Chase Rider to be winning these brand new contracts, and it helps them to grow even bigger. And Chase Rider, and of course with all these major changes, Chase Rider and Diamond are a growing business, so they are going head to head with these new routes. But it is a disappointment that Diamond are getting rid of the old type routes like the 226s and the 002, and of course the recent 45 which they had off NXWM. It is a disappointment that they've took them off, that taking them off because they haven't cancelled them just yet. Them still operating as per current timetable and route. It doesn't happen till April, and then we have to find out. Anyway, we come into a place called Cold Hatton. Does that mean it's cold here? And then, of course, Cold Hatton Heath. Does that mean it's cold on Cold Hatton Heath? Really? So many different places, and here's a bridge. So many rare places. This area's been isolated with no bus service. But it won't be for long until Chase Rider take over this service. We'll start running this service. So there's a sign here, Cold Hatton. Very, 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 very odd. I've never seen any place like that. I've never seen a place called that in my life. Never. I've never ever seen that in my life. Cold, with a name that starts with the name of the field, like cold or hot. That is very, very very, very weird. But however, that is one very best secret. Cold Hatton. Anyway, guys, here we go. We are nearly on our... So this is the A442. So I wonder where we'll be heading for next. Anything else that's more exciting? I don't know. We're going to find out. We're now in Waters Upton. This is Waters Upton. This is Waters Upton coming up. And we're now coming on Queensway. So it shouldn't be far away from Newport. Now, oh, here comes the junction. We're now coming to a junction. Oh, so we're now in Crudgington. So this is Crudgington. So many different picturesque locations located on this line. It looks really weird because way before that there was no bus service. But all we hope that this service does become a success, and I hope that it does work. Thanks to this Telford and Wrekin Council who paid to run the service. All we hope that the service really does work. Because if you remembered, Chase Rider was only short-lived on the X14, but sadly that came off, but that was commercial. These services are tendered by Telford and Wrekin Council, but we have to find out if they will succeed, or will they be a success. These services will also be branded as Travel Telford. So, will the services exist? Will they become a success? Oh, so we're now at Shrey Hill. This is Shrey Hill. So, the question is, will the services succeed? Or do you think they could get withdrawn at last minute? We'll have to find out. Will the services be a success, or will they be not a success? So we're now in Cherrington. So this is Cherrington. So this is going to be one question. Will this 103 run really well, or would it fail? The same will go with the 102 and the 100. But however, this will be Telford And will Telford and Wrekin Council be able to pay to run the service? So we're now in Tiverton. Okay then guys, we're now on the Tiverton Road. And so this is Tiverton. So this is Tiverton. So anyway, the journey is 1 hour and 23 minutes. So we're now coming to Edgemond. So this is the small village of Edgemond. So anyway, we're not far away from Newport. So we're now entering Newport. And I hope you enjoyed the trip all the way from... and I hope you enjoyed the trip all the way from Wellington. And I hope that this new service will be a success for when it starts next week. So I was just showing you what the route will look like. So welcome to Newport. So this is the town of Newport. here on Newport.